Hello and welcome to the Chuck's Anime Shrine podcast, where we talk about anime, video games, animation, and basically whatever else comes to our mind. With your hosts, Danielle Ambrosio, and me, Chuck Gaffney. We just saw the ball. Actually, we didn't see the ball drop. We missed it. Couldn't find the remote. Couldn't change the channel. And we hear fireworks, and we're like, oh, all right, it's already 2015. All right, back to what we were doing. Yep.
Yay, here's to another crappy year.
Yeah. So, again, this is the, I don't know, should I call it the entire thing of Chuck's Anime Shrine podcast? Because my name that I have for the site is long.
Whatever.
Or Anime Shrine, shorten it to
Chuckles.
Anime Chuckles.
Chuckles podcast.
Oh, God.
I vote for Chuckles podcast.
The Chuckles podcast.
Put down below what you would like. Let's say Chuckles.
Anime Chuckles.
No, Chuckles broadcast.
Chuckles broadcast.
I think.
No, it's oh jeez. And can you believe that we did not have any alcohol? None. Well, you can't even drink any champagne at all.
Listen, don't make this about me. This is about you, Chuckles. Oh man, I went out there. So did you figure out what favorite violent anime?
Violent anime?
Yeah.
I guess one of my favorite violent animes would definitely be Ghost in the Shell, the original movie.
That movie was badass.
Yeah, very violent. But also, even though it's not always a violent anime, it can be very violent at times. Full Metal Alchemist would definitely be a good one. It's violent. That's one of them. But there's others that are.
I shouldn't say favorite. I guess ones that pop in your head, I should really say.
Yeah.
Okay, so any questions?
Any questions for you?
Yeah.
You want me to ask you?
I've been asking the questions, so you have any questions for me?
Well, we're in 2015. How do you feel as an anime fan, a girl anime fan? What are you looking for in 2015, actually, I should say? As, anything that would appeal more towards girls.
I want to see more free.
More free.
I want to see some more hot anime guys.
Well, there are guys who will like that, too.
Well, I love anime guys. I'm sorry. I do. I love the pretty boys. I love the little butts, and I love seeing them take off their shirts, and they're in water, so that's a win-win for me. More fan service for the girls. That's what I want to see. More fan service for the girls.
Or guys who like
Sailor Moon too. More Sailor Moon, and I also would like to see older anime, like anime from the 70s, come back, like be remastered again. Or just come out on DVD again.
Well,
would be nice.
Lupin the Third had a remake.
Well,
recently.
no, I'm talking about like anime that's like never really came here to America. I'm talking about like those type of anime.
Actually,
to have a nice comeback.
Actually, come to think of it, another one from the past that would be nice to see in 2015 would be or at least hear about it being brought back would be. Technically, the first anime me and you used to watch before we even knew what the hell anime was. It distinguished it from, any other cartoon.
Princess Mononoke?
No, before that. Go back to the 80s.
Hello Kitty?
All right, that was, you used to,
I watched that.
Used to watch that.
The one with the white lion?
I didn't see that one, actually.
I've seen that one. That one was good.
The Kiva, I believe it's called, or something like that.
I didn't see it since I was a kid. If you like The Lion King, definitely watch that series.
The Grimm's Fairy Tales one.
Right.
If any of you guys...
Yeah, put that in DVD, please.
If any of you guys are old enough...
I really want that.
There was this thing, Nickelodeon, before Nicktoons.
Come on.
What happened was, if you're old enough, and this is going back to like the mid to late 80s, the Nickelodeon, back in, I think it was 91, Nickelodeon came up with the Nicktoons, which the first 3 Nicktoons came out all at once, which was Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, and Doug. But before that, Nickelodeon used to have cartoons on, but it would have like a lot of obscure foreign cartoons, and even some anime. But some of the foreign cartoons, if anyone might remember, would be like Count Duckula, Now I forgot some of the other foreign cartoons other than the
Wasn't
anime.
there, there was another one that was all like the trolls.
Oh yes. The David the Gnome.
Yeah.
David the Gnome. That was another one. That was
Didn't
another.
they die at the end?
Yes.
That was dark.
Yeah.
Beautiful, but dark.
I didn't know about the ending until later on because, even back then Nickelodeon didn't have a good episodic order with their time slots and everything.
They still don't.
They still don't. Of course, as we saw with Korra.
Thanks for that.
It was
a great ending.
Yes. But
I wish we got a kiss, but great.
But back then, Nickelodeon did have some cartoons and that were mostly foreign. One of them was, but it was English dubbed, of course. It was the Grimm's Fairy Tales, which was anime. It was an anime retelling of the fairy tales that we've,
I have to say
the Brothers Grimm fairy tales.
That series really was the key to why I was so big into fairy tales. No, Disney helped too, but there it wasn't just that, but like we had like a big fairy tale thing going on when we were kids.
Yes.
Like there was more shows talking about fairy tales and people trying to make more fairy tales come back to life.
The 80s, particularly the late 80s, was very keen on what is it?
Cavemen?
Yeah. or like Norse mythology, as well as barbarians seem to be a big thing. Like
Cavemen.
He-Man. Of course, in the movies you had Conan the Barbarian. You had
Can I say something? What was so great about He-Man? I never understood it.
I don't know either. Even though I liked He-Man when I was a little kid.
You have a thing going on between your legs. What is it with He-Man? What's up with that?
I remember liking the giant tiger.
His name kind of pisses me off. He-Man. What?
Yeah, I know.
I'm straight.
He-Man. No, He-Man wasn't on Nickelodeon, if I'm not mistaken. No, that was on like ABC or NBC or something like that. I think back then.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what. I'm not talking about. I'm asking you, why was He-Man such a hit? What was so great?
I don't know.
Did you like his abs?
Back in the 80s, it was, and also to kind of go with the McDonald's toys of, girls' toy, boys' toys. You would have the, and again, that's been the case for decades prior, but He-Man was, for the boys' stuff, and then My Little Pony, the older version, was, for girls.
I didn't watch My Little Pony cartoon when I was little.
My sister used to watch Rainbow Bright, and I actually watched it too when I was a little kid.
Didn't watch.
The movie
I missed the
watched.
ball of that. I think I was too young to catch that wave of My Little Pony and the.
Oh yeah, well you were born in '86, so.
Yeah, thanks for telling everyone my age. Thanks.
Oops.
I'm on fart.
I was born in '83 though.
But I did like the toys.
Yeah, the toys were cool.
Yeah, I was big on Winnie the Pooh when I was little.
Winnie the Pooh, yeah. Well, yeah,
Winnie the Pooh was my shit.
But another cartoon from Nickelodeon that was one of the first cartoons I watched. In addition to, I think it was also Nickelodeon. Well, Muppet Babies was a big thing back then too.
Oh, the Muppet Babies.
That wasn't Nickelodeon. That was another channel.
I like the Muppet.
That was ABC.
I love the opening of it. That was my favorite part.
But
I'm like, why don't we have a swing set in the playroom?
One of my favorite shows, which did get a remake a couple of years ago, was Mysterious Cities of Gold. And that was on Nickelodeon.
I never saw that
in the 80s, and looking back,
shit, I should have got you that for Christmas.
That was an anime. But back then, when in the 80s,
no one knew what anime
was. It wasn't distinct. It was homogenous to you didn't know, American animation
you
and
thought
and
everything
stuff.
was just made in America because
everything was cartoons.
Yeah.
Even though
everything that was in America, everyone thought it was made in America.
That distinction between anime, the Japanese anime, and cartoons, didn't start to really happen until really Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon came into play,
Toonami
really with
and
Toonami.
we had the internet, so we were able to look up stuff, and we're like, wait, this is an American.
Now that's all muddled all over again because, even Simpsons and Family Guy and everything's drawn in Korea. You have Boondocks, which is done in Japan, drawn in Japan, but the production crew is by far American.
So by the way, I think we got off subject.
We're jumping all over the friggin' place. And we're talking about anime. That's so.
Do you have any other questions for me?
To go back to what we were saying for 2015.
I guess not.
Well, I was saying for 2015, we should the Grimm's Fairy Tales. Would lovely if we get a remake of it, or just at least it back on. I don't think it was ever put on DVD or anything, right?
No, I don't think it was. I would like to see it on DVD. If it's on, I would like to see the whole season on DVD because I'll grab it like that.
Yeah.
I'll grab it.
The opening to that was very iconic. If you heard it,
I don't know the lyrics. I just know the melody. Yeah.
As a loud car drives by.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
So you have any other questions? This is a part 2. You can ask me questions.
What I don't know. I didn't write up anything before coming on to you. We just put on the mic and said, "Speak."
You want to ask me about my animation, or
yeah? Oh yeah. How? Yes, I know.
Things,
I should be.
Goals, hopes.
Well,
dreams.
what is your goal? Well, you're doing. You joined Channel Frederator as of last year.
A few months ago.
It was.
Now it's last year.
Well, last year. Now it's last year.
It was actually just a few months ago.
In September, you joined them. I believe it was.
Was this?
Yeah, I think it was either September or October you joined with them. So it was only a couple months ago.
Yeah, it was like late September. I forgot now. Shit.
So, and you've been doing, you've been doing animations, trying to get, for your own channel. It's not, it's a collaboration, man. It's really nice. It's different. What I like about them, they're a lot different than some of the other joint YouTube collaborations that are out there.
Yeah, they're very nice and professional, and they're very nice to their creators. But what's the question? What are you trying to ask?
Well, what is your goal with that for this year? For
my channel or for my animation?
Both, I guess.
Oh man. For my animation, I really want to make cartoon series. Like I always wanted to do it.
You want to make
an episodic, like a real cartoon series, like Silly Puppy Love and Naive Kitty. It is a series, but it's more of a playful series. Like it's not a serious like story yet, at least not yet. It's all just cutesy stuff.
Yeah.
And also Cold Feet, Cold Hands was, like I want to step just slightly away from cute and silly, and I want to make things that are more serious and have story and characters developing, like stories like I made up like years ago and do it again.
Oh.
Like with Tenchioni, I want to start with that, and the other one I'm working on right now.
Yeah, Tenchioni being the game that I've had in production since 2011, 2010, ridiculous. I'm sorry about the development hell with that, but that's so you want to add some animation. Well, you have. You started doing some animations towards it.
Create stories. I want to create like nice stories because when I was in middle school, I went back into drawing thanks to Sailor Moon and other, Sailor Moon was really the thing that got me back into drawing and being creative again, because I was told like my whole like life from teachers and students to like, oh, you should just give up on art. You're not gonna get anywhere with that.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like I was, and I stupidly listened, and I gave up my passion for drawing, and I was searching for myself again when I already knew what I enjoyed to do, and I ended up going back because of Sailor Moon, and I wrote like a fan fiction about future Trunks and having a girlfriend from a different planet.
Well, now he has a girlfriend.
Yeah, but
if you see in the movie, spoilers.
Listen, mine was hotter because she was based on me.
She was based on you.
She was based on her name was I think her name was Crystal. I think I named her.
Crystal?
I kind of forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Crystal. I remember you telling me this a number of years ago.
I think it was Crystal. Yeah. But I remember I was in class one time and I was just like writing during my downtime. I was just writing the story in my little Dragon Ball Z notebook. My handy dandy Dragon Ball Z notebook. It hit me like I really want to create something that will do this effect on them too, to make them go back to their passion, to remind them that that you can still be, you can be yourself. It's okay to be different.
Yeah.
That's, and I want to create something that can make someone go, hey, I really want to go back to what I love to do. I miss it,
I think that's also that's the goal I really want to have for 2015 in general, and that's the point of us doing this podcast, and maybe having some more. And it's all part of what I've been trying to do for the site now, and I want to do for the other sites, even Anime FM and so forth, is have more content because let's be honest, we've been around on the internet for years. And the reason why we didn't jump onto a lot of this stuff was because we were told for many years, this is stupid, you shouldn't be doing this. Now everyone and their dog is making money on YouTube and everything, doing exactly what we were doing 10 years ago.
I think the moral of the story is don't let people pull you away from your passion.
Yeah, don't.
Because you regret it, and you do, and you regret it, and you look back and like, my God, what I wonder what kind of artist I would have been if I didn't give up, if I didn't listen to those, those really uptight people in my life, But it's hard when you're young because you're you don't know how the world works. You don't know, and you're scared of like, oh shit, maybe I should just try to be a doctor, even though I'm an idiot.
I felt demoralized when I went into computer science, and the teachers go to me, "Oh, you doing that for game design? What's wrong with you?" Now
teachers should not do that. Well, anyone that's listening that's a teacher, don't step on a kid's dream like that.
They didn't say it that harshly to me.
But you don't have to say it harshly. Just saying like having that attitude behind your voice, people catch that, and
yeah. Well, I've said this story probably a number of times in other podcasts too, but it's amazing how
things change.
It's changed. Everyone and their dog is a game developer.
Yeah.
And it's like when I was in computer science, there was no such. It was really taboo back in 2001, 2002, 2003 to say, "Oh, I'm a computer science student because I want to make games. I want to program video games." Now, you go into middle school and you look online and you go, how to design video games. Hell, Google has a page that shows you how to set up an app instantly in Android, iOS, web, and C++.
Yeah, for Google.
It's like back then you had to learn the language, then figure out how to do that for game development. There was no other thing to reference.
We went off subject off of me and went right to you.
I'm sorry. No, but I'm just saying.
I'm just kidding.
What I'm saying is that, had I not listened to that, and also too, even with my Flash animations and the other and stuff with the website in general, which if I didn't for a couple of years ignore, drop
right.
everything.
Yep, you're going through that. You have that phase now because you go.
Yeah.
What if I didn't listen to those people?
What if I kept going? Yeah. What if I kept going? I mean,
you probably would be PewDiePie.
I would have been PewDiePie 5 years before that.
You kind of
a game developer at the same time. I mean, the guy is cool. I do.
You kind of look like him.
I do look like him.
Are you Sweden?
I'm not Swedish.
You're not?
At least I don't think so. In my background, I'm Irish and Italian and Dutch. I am Dutch. In my background, I mean,
You're
that's
Sweden?
I'm not Swedish though.
I would think I think I am.
I found out I'm part French
I think
too.
I am part Sweden. I'm part a lot of European.
Yeah.
But everyone likes that I'm part Japanese, so I'm gonna say that. Yay!
Yeah, you're a quarter Japanese, but then you're a European.
Part of me, wherever it is.
Yeah, your grandmother is 100% Japanese, and you have a grandfather who was 100%. Her husband was 100% Italian.
Yeah.
So you're a quarter Japanese, but everything else is all like me. You're a European mix.
Yeah, it's for my mom. My mom's a European mix.
But yeah, I look a little bit like him. Well, not entirely, but but all credit goes to him because he also too is like, how the hell am I this popular for just playing video games on YouTube?
A lot of it's luck.
A little, yeah.
There's luck behind it too. Like, people need to find you, and it's harder to find really creative people, especially now. Because
it's all so saturated, and that's the problem.
Every time I find creative people, I'm like, shit, I'm following you. I love you. Like, I get a fangirl over it.
That's where people like us are kind of feeling, like even when we see in the new year, it's like, wow, we feel like we've been around for so long, and yet we're still so behind a lot of people who probably only got started about a year or two ago. And
well, again, it's luck.
It is. Some of it is luck.
If the right people find you and they share you, you might become a big shot, and sometimes you don't.
And unfortunately, one thing you don't want to watch out when the industry gets saturated is for stuff like gatekeepers, and that's one of the things that's happening right now in a certain, I guess you can say, consumer revolt happening with gamers, is that you're getting people who are basically shutting out developers and gamers.
That's wrong.
Come on.
This isn't the music company. Come on, stop.
They're basically
Stop.
playing favorites and nepotism and all that, and it's like, you don't want to do that. You want people who are talented.
Yeah, this is in high school.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm so sick of high school rules. I'm so sick of it.
Using gaming as a soapbox for political views that have nothing to do with gaming and stuff like that.
High school.
So you get some, and that's what happens. But that's also what happens in a lot of saturated sub cliques and so forth, and that don't become saturated.
It's high school rules.
It
high
is.
School freaking rules. Just
unfortunately, independent gaming has got it to some degree, not entirely, but has become this little clique, and if you're not part of that clique, you're gonna have a lot more trouble getting in, which is just
that's for everything though.
Yeah,
like,
and it was weird because
getting a job is like that, everything's like that. Do you have another question for me? Because we're
going way off topic, but
Ask me another question.
Well, that's
you were depressing the shit out of
I'm
everyone.
I'm sorry. No, but
ask me another question.
So you want for 2015? I think we want that too. Is just to make more content, make something that we've been told for years not to do.
Well, not just make more content. I want to make better quality content.
Yeah.
There's no wood around me, but I want to create something good. I want to create something good, but practice makes perfect, and shit am I behind. I'm terrible, and it kills me when people point out like my flaws on YouTube. It kills me because it takes weeks and hours and sometimes months to create something really simple. And animation wise, it takes a long time, and then people are like, "Oh, it wasn't that good." I'm like, fuck. Like, no one liked it, and I get like all sad for like a day, and then I reply like, "Okay, I'll try harder." Like, I'm sorry, I suck.
Stop.
I'm not E-Raptor. I'm not Oni. I'm not Zach. I'm not Stamper. I'm not up to that level yet because they've been doing it longer than I have.
Well, when I was on Newgrounds,
it's only been less than a year, even though I upload stuff. But I haven't the whole year. I haven't really did just animation.
Yeah.
So the past couple weeks, it's just been animation for me.
Speaking of like Stamper and Newgrounds, well, I was in Newgrounds back when Stamper was running the whole portal, and that's going way back too. But do you want to be doing, even though YouTube is a main portal now for that stuff, would you think about still maybe putting things on Newgrounds?
I do want to put stuff on Newgrounds, but I'm a little afraid of it. I don't know. It's the same thing with Tumblr. I want to join Tumblr, but I'm afraid of it. I can't tell you how many times I create a username and then I stop and I'm like, no. And then I go back.
We're on Tumblr.
And I do the sign up thing again, and then I'm like, no. And the same thing with Newgrounds. Like, I want to do it, and then I go like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put stuff up, and then I'm like, wait, no one's gonna like it. I don't think anyone's gonna, because a lot of stuff I make is like really cutesy and stuff. I don't know if Newgrounds would like that.
What about the one with the bunny and the cat? That from years ago. I mean,
Yeah,
so
that-
Newgrounds likes cutesy stuff.
Yeah,
So.
they do.
The site is a much different site than it was years ago.
You know, and then the cat and the bunny one. Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. Oh, there she is.
There she is. Yeah.
That series was really good.
Mm-hmm.
That was really well done. It was really well done, especially back then. That was like high quality stuff.
It was very high quality Flash for what, 10 years ago.
Yeah, back then.
Like, that was like
now
2005.
everyone expects that quality plus 10 times almost to Disney's height kind of quality, you know, in animation.
Yeah, because I'm
only one person.
Right.
I don't have a team.
A team of colorizers that help. Edit your stuff all the time. Yeah.
And I don't really want to ask you to be like, hey, can you color a few frames? hey, man over there. Hey, I don't have any money, but can you color these frames?
Can you edit these frames for me?
For free, you want to do that?
Yeah. Which I've done in the past. I've edited and I posted those.
Yeah, you did really good editing the Mario one we did. You did really good coloring that. I was like, shit. I suck at coloring.
I could have done so much better, though.
But you looked really good, and I was
I keep wanting to do much better, and then you're like, no, leave it at that. I'm like, okay. All right, I'll just leave it at that.
Because I was like, no one's going to like it, and no one did like it, so I was right.
You drew it in... Well, because again, we've fallen into the ditch of obscurity that happened by not following our dreams like everyone should.
We did the whole. It's too late.
It's too late. Yeah. Well,
you know that song "Bet on It." That's for us because we suck.
No,
who sings in a golf yard? Disney, what the fuck?
God.
No. Can you bet on it?
Bet on it?
Yeah.
Oh no! That scene is now coming in my head. Come on, that stuff.
Let's go.
Stuff from that movie has been in thrift shops for the past 3 years now. It's
Actually, I haven't seen High School Musical in thrift shops.
Oh, it's gone that low. It's even went through the thrift shop thing.
I haven't seen it yet. Maybe in a few years, maybe I might see it. But I haven't seen it yet. Maybe people are still holding on to it.
I'm gonna laugh when this year we see nothing but One Direction stuff in thrift stores.
I don't hate One Direction. I think they're cute. I have nothing against them.
No,
they're harmless to me. I don't really care about celebrities. Whatever.
Just hate it when their fans take over Twitter. That's
whatever.
Yeah, I just don't like when their fans take over Twitter with like the stupidity.
Well, I think everyone has a real problem with fans. I don't really think the famous people are the problem. I think everyone has a problem with the fans.
Yeah. Well, and that happens with us anime fans at times, and
yeah, we're crazy.
And I know definitely right now us gamergators.
Yeah, all of you.
Granted, some of
all
us.
All of you need to calm down, take your controller, and just play video games.
Just
fuck
play
those bitches. Just fuck.
That's the patriarchy.
Do you know the best thing to do is just ignore them. Just pretend they're not there, because they're not. They're women.
It's. Oh, jeez.
But I can say that because I have boobs. So.
And she's not my sock puppet.
What?
That's what they would call you.
A sock puppet?
Sock puppet. Like, as if I'm controlling what you have to say.
Wait. Is this like a 50 Shades of Grey kind of thing?
That will only piss...
I don't remember that part in 50 Shades of Grey.
Now you're triggering me.
I have the book, like, across the room. Maybe I can look at it.
Oh, boy. But, yeah, you know...
I'm your what?
Sock puppet. No, but... Well,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's
terrible and funny at the same time.
It's
something I would think a romantic novel would have.
It gets, it does after when all people, and I'm guilty of it myself too, particularly lately with being a pro-gamergate game dev. I've never shut up about it on Twitter, and
because you
and everyone else does it too.
think everyone vents.
Yeah,
Twitter.
it's a venting.
I think Twitter became more venting than just updating people on what you're doing. It's more, I hate the world. Fuck you all. Fuck you bitches.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Thanks for destroying feminism. Fucking hate you.
Psychologists must love Twitter because they can just be like, "Whoo, that person's got this, and this."
Yeah. Wait, so what's Tumblr?
Tumblr is.
Do you just like repost other people's crap because you can't make your own crap?
Pretty much. Well, there's good artistic circles within it. Similar to like DeviantArt. There's outside of the crazy feminists.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not part of DeviantArt either.
You're not part of DeviantArt?
I've
been on DeviantArt since freaking 2004, 2003.
Because I know.
But I haven't done anything on it.
I'm afraid because I know I'm not that good. I'm on Instagram. Yeah, I do updates on Instagram.
You do more on Instagram than I do.
I put updates on Instagram, even though most of my followers don't follow me in any of those things. But if you want to know anything that's going on, like to make sure I'm not dead, because I'll just be working, I do put updates saying, I am working. Here's a little preview.
Well,
I haven't disappeared.
We haven't disappeared, and I think that's also part of the reason why we're doing this podcast, is to say we're still here.
Now we're doing this podcast because I love hearing your voice.
You love hearing my voice?
I love hearing your voice.
I've gotten better in terms of enunciating.
Oh my god, do you hear his voice, ladies and gentlemen? Do you hear that?
I'm enunciating a lot better.
Do you hear that?
Somewhat.
It's beautiful. It's
not
beautiful.
here, though.
Charles?
What?
You're beautiful. You're the most beautiful man in the whole world.
Well, I do voice acting. I've done it for a couple of companies and projects and so forth. Paid voice acting. So
are you gonna do more of that?
Yes,
this year?
I hope. That's I definitely hope for 2015. I want to do more video games.
That would be awesome. Oh, I should ask you this question: what anime character would you like to take over?
Anime character I'd like to take over?
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Like someone like will like drop the ball, like they don't want to do it anymore. What character would you hope to take over? I'd
like to be Tuxedo Mask, maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the character you're hoping you will take over?
I have a little bit of his voice, at least sounding.
No, I'm surprised. I thought you wanted to be Trunks.
Oh, Trunks. Well, yeah, I look like him.
Wow, so. I'm surprised you want to be Tuxedo Mask. Oh, because you want the girls. I see it. I figured it out.
Oddly, I have not done a single anime voice dub yet.
And that's your main goal?
It was funny. That's what got me to be a voice actor, and yet... And I'm grateful I'm doing it. I've done commercials. I've done PSAs. I've even done some video game voice acting. But no anime. Granted, living in New York is part of that problem, unfortunately. And if any voice actor who's listening knows that if you're living in New York, the anime pool of getting projects is not exactly there. They tell you, oh, go live in California and Los Angeles, and that's not exactly an option for me. And it really shouldn't be an option anymore, considering how mobile voice acting has become.
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, if it's a big studio,
I'll try. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Would love to voice act for an anime this year. That would be great.
Do you want to be
Tuxedo Mask
in the old anime or Sailor Moon Crystals?
Crystal.
Yeah, you want to be Crystal.
I think in Crystal. Yeah, but I think if I'm not mistaken, they probably already have.
Yeah, they're using
the same. I forgot who's doing his voice now. It's not the same guy who did the voice in the original.
The original one. The original.
The original English dub was
he was good.
I forgot his name now. I usually know the names of all the voice actors.
He was good. He fit that character really well.
He kind of had a bit of a nasally kind of voice to him, but it matched perfectly. Anyone who grew up watching Sailor Moon definitely saw that. When you heard their voice acting was iconic.
Yeah, it just works for that character.
And the voice actors in the redub are doing a good job. One of them I know. Well, I just know through association, like with Christina V. Her voice. The guy who got her into voice acting was my voice coach, and she's Sailor Mars in the new one. And so that's, and it's great that they're all part of that, because everyone who's now voice acting in Sailor Moon. What are you doing?
You're talking.
We're probably gonna have music over this.
Over my beautiful voice?
Yes. No, just kidding. I was saying it's all the voice actors now of Sailor Moon. You can keep singing. I'm sorry. Are all they were once fans of the series, and that's a cool thing. So
you're gonna ask me that question?
Yeah. So what? Well, what if do you want to do voice acting for 2015?
I already do voice acting. I do it on my.
Oh, you do it on your own stuff? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Would you want to start doing auditions with me with other?
I don't know because
this is the online portals I've been going through.
I don't know because I get
Voices.com
really nervous.
and stuff.
I get really nervous and shy and anxiety and even just thinking about it, it's kind of like.
It is a little nerve-wracking to start, especially when
I'm really bad. I have really bad anxiety, nerves and shit. I get nervous really easily.
Yeah, well, it can happen.
I'm better just
with
doing
this
it myself in my own little comfort zone.
Well, if you've ever done any, you saw when I went to the city and I was in the booth.
I think I'll probably faint.
You probably faint in the booth?
I'll probably faint because I'm probably the whole time.
The sound booth?
Like, don't fart.
Don't fart. Well, yeah, because you can hear everything in the sound booth.
Don't burp, don't fart, don't do any of that crap. Don't stutter. Don't. I'll probably just faint.
Because you hear everything when you go into the sound booth. It's completely dead quiet, of course.
No.
And then you have your headphones on and you can hear your voice.
Hey, Charles.
If you're very self-conscious about your voice.
Charles, I was thinking about what character I would take over.
Oh, okay. What character? Who would you take over?
That's really hard because there's so many characters I would like to take over.
Really? But you're still scared to do voice acting.
Yeah. Well, it's it's a dream that will never be.
Well, it could be. It's a skill that you have to keep building on.
Oh my god! I think I would like to be Jupiter. I think my voice would fit better with Jupiter.
I think so.
I think it would fit better with Jupiter, but maybe I could use Serena too, or Usagi, or whatever you want to call her.
Yeah. Usagi-chan.
Usagi-chan. Or maybe Venus too. I don't know.
Venus? Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say that. Yeah, you can. I think you have that voice that can go around, and you know what it is. It all depends. What you want to do with that. I don't know. If you want to,
I'll probably be Jupiter because I think I have more of
the tough girl.
Jupiter.
Well, the voice you've done for Fumi is definitely
like a Jupiter kind of voice. My regular kind of voice, but more like hyped up. Like, I'm ready to fight. I won't lose. Not yet kind of voice.
Well, yeah, so I'm sorry. We're
probably be Jupiter. It'll probably be Jupiter.
I was looking at
yeah, let me ask you this question.
Sure.
Okay. What is the thing you miss the most when you were a kid?
What I missed the most when I was a kid?
Yeah.
Good cartoons. American cartoon shows, I should say.
He-Man?
No. Not He-Man, though.
Do you miss
more of the
He-Man?
90s cartoons.
Do you miss the abs?
No, I
do
do not.
Shirtless guys with the abs and G.I. Joe.
But I miss Skeletor. No, I don't.
Do you miss the G.I. Joes?
Yeah. The G.I. Joes?
I don't like G.I. Joe.
I did used to watch G.I. Joe.
I don't understand that either. I was like, what?
Kids, if you're using the urinal wrong, it's not American.
Gem was good.
Gem?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I thought the animation in that was really good.
In all honesty, I know a lot of people in my a lot of people in my generation still have this nostalgia kick for the 90s,
80s.
In 80s. I was born in 83, so I was
it's easy. It's easier for us because we can go back and see it.
Yeah.
On the internet.
Yeah.
We just were like, Gem, He-Man. Was He-Man gay? Is He-Man gay?
Despite us talking about it a lot, I've honestly lost a lot of my, the nostalgia goggles are off. I'm pretty much done with that.
So you miss, like, I think I know what you miss. You miss, like, Saturday morning cartoons?
Yes.
Because they don't have that anymore.
No, they're now gone. Saturday morning cartoons are
I freaking
gone.
hate that.
You know, I think it is also just TV in general is dying because
also
streaming. You know,
well, parents don't really like kids watching TV anymore.
No, parents don't. Parents seem to be worse now than they were back when we were kids.
Yeah, parents.
What happened? And they're my age, so it's my generation that's all acting like the worse than 1950s conservative parents now.
I blame the pills.
I mean, they'll do as much as want to get rid of SpongeBob SquarePants off TV.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Maybe they want their kids to be fat. I don't know.
Or
maybe they don't want their kids to have imagination.
And it goes back to the same cycle of what we got told of what you do about your dreams and everything.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I like kids, but I don't like parents. I don't know where the line, because every parent's different. Like,
yeah, well, there's some awesome parents.
Yeah, there's awesome parents.
We see them at the cons. We see some of the awesome parents there at the conventions.
Well, we have kids. I think it would be pretty cool, but they're not touching my shit. That's
well, just don't ever get rid of the stuff even though I said I took off my nostalgia goggles, I'm still a child at heart, with the anime and everything. I don't care that I'm 31.
Yeah, no.
There's no age maximum for anime, not at all.
Don't let life kill who you are.
Or video games, or
I think the line is, don't let life kill who you are.
Yeah, definitely don't let life kill who you are.
Did you like that line? I made that up. That was great.
Yeah, you just made it right on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
People should make me.
I guess that's something that's good to end on. Because we're going. Now
40.
the total podcast probably now over an hour 10 minutes. I think
really
it's
like 40. Right now.
40 for this one, but 30 for the last.
So
half.
it's two halves. We have two parters or whatever.
No, it's all part of one thing.
What do you mean it's part of one thing? We have two. It's two-parter.
It's all gonna be put on one. Technical difficulties. We don't know what we're doing for our podcast. Uh-oh.
For fuck's sake, Charlie, this is a part 2. Do you know what part 2 is? It's part way from part 1.
I thought this was the other half of the same podcast.
Yeah, it is, but it's a part. It's part 2. It's a be continued episode.
Okay.
God damn it.
Oh boy.
Freaking Irish.
I'm not even drunk yet. I should be.
You should be drunk.
They should,
right.
should go across the street to the 7-Eleven.
How we leave it one last question to me? Ask me one last question.
One last question.
Yeah.
I don't know now. Because I've asked you what your dreams are for 2015.
Not really. You just asked me what my goal is for.
Your goal? All right, what are your dreams of 2015?
Tell you we're in the podcast.
Oh, well then.
Do you know that thing you called me?
What?
You know, the puppet thing?
Yeah.
That.
What? The hell? So you want me to dictate everything that you say and like
that's what it means? Oh, that's what it means?
Oh, dear God.
Oh, I thought it meant something else.
Oh my God. This better not be on the final cut. Well then.
Okay. Ask me another question.
Oh jeez. Let's see. You're getting tired.
That's not a question. That's a statement.
Actually, if anyone is listening to this, I'm gonna put this probably on SoundCloud too. If you're listening on SoundCloud, hello. Ask us any questions you might have. About anime. I'm an official anime retailer, so ask me questions about anime figures, about how the process works, how the retailing works. I'm also a voice actor. Danielle's an animator. Stuff like that, and we'll put it.
Animator. Don't get your hopes up, because you're not gonna see Walt Disney here.
So if you guys got any questions for us, questions, comments, like and subscribe.
Concerns. Problems. You think we're gay, we know.
Stuff you want to troll us about, things, stuff. Say how much you hate my voice, stuff like that too.
How much you hate me?
No.
Go on. How much I suck.
Hate me because I'm pro-gamergate game dev. Just
Hate me because I got big boobs.
call me a piss baby. Call me a piss baby in the comments.
I said it. I got big boobs. I know it's an issue for everyone, but god damn it.
If her big boobs trigger you, make sure to put it in the comments below. If it's below or wherever the comments are.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to put it below.
Oh, jeez. Lowbrow?
Lowbrow indeed. You didn't ask me a question.
Because I totally don't know right now. I'm trying to... I'll come up with a question.
No, just come up with a question. Right now. Come on. A question. You can. I have faith in you. Come on.
I don't know what to say.
One question.
I'm having a brain fart right now. If I drank, I would be able to ask you the question a lot better.
Oh my god! Just
probably have a number of questions to ask you.
Ask me a question. It can be about anything. It can be about animation if you want.
Speaking of animation, I know you want to improve your animation this year. Is there any animators that you like that you want to see do better in 2015? That you like, some of your favorite animators that you want to see get seen more, maybe, or just continue to have success if they already have it.
I would like to see a lot of the old Newground animators get together and create a series.
Oh yeah. Actually, well,
I would like to see Eager Raptor get off his butt.
He's working.
I want to see Eager Raptor stop singing. Just stop for 1 second. Just 1 second. Stop playing video games.
What?
Stop singing. Get your ass back on the computer. Get your pen. Get your little magic pen and draw something.
If
No,
I'm someone who's spread myself thin with all these different projects.
I know.
But
I'm just kidding.
But I'm nothing compared to Aaron when it comes to spreading himself thin of doing tons of things all at once.
Yeah, I know. I just want to see him.
He's doing stuff all the time.
Take a little bit of a break, just a little bit.
Him take a break. Well,
just a smidge, so he can work on this project that I want.
That everyone does a collab.
I want everyone to do. Stamper, Oni's, Zach.
Well, they're all together doing their own stuff together. So
Ross. I want to see. I just want to see everyone. I want to see
Spaz Kid.
I would like to see them do
well, they've been doing collabs.
Every episode.
Studio Yada and stuff like that.
I want to see them make a series, but every episode there'd be a special animator do one special character or something. I want to see them do something like that.
Or they're getting back to Hellbenders.
Yeah, but I want to see them make something that they can pull other animators into it, even if it's just for one episode. I would like to see something like that.
Yeah, well...
I would like to see, a nice, big project to help little people like me to get noticed, kind of.
Yeah.
Hint, but...
Well, it's... Because, it is very busy. It's very... Once you get onto a project, especially when it's collaboration with people, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of work. I know. That's why I'm saying they'll have everyone. But because this project will be big, they'll be able to pull other... animators to be part of the show so they can get noticed, because unfortunately a lot of animators don't get a lot of notice.
No. Well, you bring up the point I was about to say too with YouTube in general. YouTube this past year did a bad thing of basically screwing over the animators for a good amount of time. They wanted more focus and hits and on 10-minute and over videos. I feel like
YouTube doesn't really focus on art people. Yeah, I feel like they focus more on bloggers.
Vloggers, basically.
They focus more, not even Let's Players don't really focus on either. They focus more on bloggers and beauty tutorials and things like that. They don't really focus on. And
we love Michelle Phan, by the way. We think she's amazing, and she's a fellow anime fan and stuff like that too. And
I'm not bashing anyone that does it, but I'm saying I feel like YouTube focuses more on them than they do on other people.
Yeah, you made a good point.
And it's weird because
the Rewind didn't have any animators on it, really, right?
The animation and doing film and things like that takes a lot of work and there's a lot of art, and you think they'll focus more on that and focus on the bloggers second.
Yeah.
But it's the other way around, and it's weird.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Definitely would like to see more animators in this time next year. At the end of the year of 2015 now to see in the YouTube Rewind some animators.
They probably won't do that because it's what I want.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. I would like to see them all like do like a really cool like big project and be able to pull other animators for like every episode. Like there'd be like a group of animators doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. I would like to see that. I think that would be cool, but it probably won't happen because it takes time and work and money and tons of poops.
Yeah, tons of poops. Yeah, well, like I said, the collaborate. You said it too. The collaboration is it takes a lot of work, and I think that partially is probably why the animators weren't as much of a focus as they probably should have been on YouTube's end. But we'll see. We'll see maybe for this year that you see more animators, because then that's gonna make places like Newgrounds maybe get a rebirth.
Hope for. Is another thing I also hope? I hope that every animator on YouTube and everywhere else on Newgrounds, whatever, gets their goal this year.
Yeah.
Whatever meeting, I hope they get.
Doesn't matter what your level is as an animator, you get your goal for the year.
And you're all happy, and you're not starving. You're not a starving artist.
You're not a starving artist. Yeah.
Because you're happy and you're improving and you achieve what you hope to achieve this year. That's what I'm hoping for.
Definitely want to see more
animators and artists and YouTubers and whatever.
YouTube. Well, we want to see more people continuing to make more money doing what they want to do.
I want to see more people succeed
and not working for a job they don't want to do anymore.
I want to see good people succeed.
Succeed.
Succeed. Don't make fun of my Asian side.
Exceed. Yeah.
Don't judge me.
So again, if you guys have any comments, questions, especially any questions for us, if anyone else is listening other than us, because sometimes we feel like we're talking into a void of nothingness. Leave some questions for us, and we'll see if we'll answer it in any future podcasts we might have, and we'll bring that up. And as they say, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll
give you fairy tale kisses.
Fairy tale kisses.
Kisses. Come here, baby. Come here. You're so brave.
Oh my God, you're so weird.
You're so weird.
All right, guys.
I love you.
This is the Anime Shrine, Chuck's Anime Shrine podcast.
I love you, poo-poos.
Oh, jeez.
I love you, poo-poos.
Take care.
Bye.